like LeBron, though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do. Baby, please, think it through, drink it up, enjoy the view. MVP on my crew, Nike on my shoes. Might be sipping booze, slightly feeling loose. If I want it, then I have it.
Boom, 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 boom. This is Jared and I'm back. Hey guys, super excited to do another show tonight. Man, I'm super amped. Things have been really, really good and I've been blessed. I'm super blessed and I'm so excited to do this tonight. So you get, again, please don't be stingy. All right, don't be stingy. I need your help. Okay, I ain't too proud to beg. Please smash that share button, and please help me get this information out there to the masses and all the other people. Let's make sure that everybody understands that my special guest tonight needs a living kidney donor. All right, so if you're new to the show, I'm the host of the Warriors Quest show, Jared A. Brown. And every week I spotlight a kidney disease patient story, somebody who's looking for a living kidney donor, somebody who's struggling, who's on dialysis, who's looking for a better quality of life. Tonight I'm doing that. So if you're new, please, again, hit that subscribe button. It helps me help other people. I do this for passion and love for helping people. And if you smash that share button, the subscribe button, you comment, then it helps me help other people. So let's help people together. All right? Let's do this. All right. So let's do this together, you guys. All right. So again, all right. I got Steve Belcher commenting. All right. Thanks, Steve. Steve says he shared in 5 groups. Boom! I love it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, brother. My brother from another mother. So we've got a lot of people in the kidney disease community, many people who obviously are on dialysis, many people who have had a transplant already. All right. And last week, I had the wonderful news of having celebrated and shared the information that my own uncle, my my mother's brother, my uncle Roy Cordingley, had a successful kidney transplant surgery. So praise God, on June 7th, 2022, all right, on June 7th of this year, my uncle received a kidney transplant surgery and is now recovering, and he's in Salt Lake City, Utah. He's from the Boise, Idaho area, and right now he's in Salt Lake City, Utah, until I think around June or July 9th. So that is one of the reasons why I am flying sky high right now. I'm so happy for my uncle, so happy when anybody, all right, in the kidney disease community gets a kidney transplant successfully. But when my own uncle, all right, my own uncle gets one, I'm super, super excited. So please, you've shared this, and anybody else in the kidney disease community who has also gotten a kidney transplant recently, drop a comment, let me know about it. We want to celebrate everybody's victory this way. All right, it's a new lease on life, a gift of life that's given when someone gets a kidney transplant. And I'm so happy for my uncle Roy. All right, so please, let's get this going. All right. So my guest tonight is Nina. All right. And Nina, I've met Nina on TikTok. All right. As many of you already know, I've been very active recently on TikTok, and TikTok has a great kidney disease community. And one of the very people that I've met recently is Nina. All right. Nina has been a super good supporter of mine and also of Steve Belcher's, Steve, the kidney nurse. And she has been just somebody who's commented, interacted with me multiple times, and has been somebody who I've wanted to help. And so she's gotten in touch with me. We've been able to get dialogue going, and man, I'm so amped. I'm so excited to get her information out there. All right, so I'm gonna plug it here. All right, so I did a duet with her initially, and she, all right, she did a duet of on TikTok. Okay, if you already don't know, now you know, is that when you can do a duet on TikTok if you like somebody's video, and when you do a duet, all right, it gives them credit, and so you're not stealing their video, gives them helps you get your it helps you kind of get their information out to your own followers. And so I did a video, and in my video, I do the whole boom, boom, boom. This is Jared, and I'm back. That sort of thing like that I normally do at the beginning of my show. And then I say, I've got a special guest on this mine. And I created it specifically for a duet so that people could duet my video. And she did the duet. She followed me, and she did the duet that I'm talking about from the short video. And then she did a second one as well. So she's done a couple duets from my TikTok videos. And so super excited to get her information out there. So Nina has a son, and she has a story that she commonly says that she's a walking, talking miracle. And so I'm very excited, and I'm super excited to get her information out there so that we can help make sure that people understand that if you're healthy and you're willing, this is somebody that you need to meet and that you need to understand, because she's going to surprise you. She's definitely going to make you smile. And if you're a healthy person and you're willing to donate, this is by far and away somebody you need to take seriously. And uh, be I don't know that I can be any more excited. So Steve Belcher, I'm gonna put it up again. He says, yes, hello Queen, good to see you. So both he and I are super excited because she's again just somebody who just exudes excitement, and she's a breath of fresh air. And with no further ado, I'm going to give her a very VIP welcome. All right, I'm going to play our VIP video intro because she's a queen. And afterwards, please drop a comment. All right. And please, all right, make some noise in the comment section. All right. Give her a very warm Warriors Quest show welcome. All right. Let's get this going. I'm so excited. We're getting it going. All right. The party is about. Here we go. Here we go. VIP intro. Nina, how are you?
I'm good. How are
There we
you?
are. There we are. I'm well. I'm blessed. I am blessed. Yeah, I am super blessed.
Amen.
Like I said before, my uncle just a little over a week ago, got a kidney transplant, and I'm still super excited for him. He's a Vietnam, vet. Just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and anyway, I'm blessed, and when I'm blessed, I want to help other people, and I'm feeling so super excited to get your story out there so that I can help you and get your and spotlight your story. So, man, so here we are, man. I'm excited. Are you excited to get your story told?
I am. I know. Ooh, didn't think about it
Good,
doing
good.
it this way. I can't even remember how I found you, but yeah, I'm super excited.
So sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah. So we're gonna get this going, and what I normally do is I'm gonna I'm gonna have you just kind of introduce yourself a little bit. So I know a little bit about you. I think you're in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. Is that right? Something like that. I'm way off. All right, here we go. Then
I'm on the East
other
Coast.
coast. You're on the. All right, all right, all right. So I'm gonna have you introduce yourself, and tell your story a little bit about where you come from. Maybe give us a little bit of your hero origin story, so to speak. All right, even Wonder Woman has her story, and so we're gonna tell everybody about how yours started as Wonder Woman, and let everybody kind of know, how kidney disease found you, so to speak, and how this kind of started. And we'll kind of go from there. I just I don't really have anything scripted. I just kind of shoot it. We shoot the breeze, and we kind of just talk a little bit, right?
All right.
Anyway, I'm going to put you solo. If you can just kind of introduce yourself.
Okay. So my name is Janine Walker. Go by Nina. Just okay. Well,
Yes, you're still there.
okay. Uh, Um, my name is Janine Walker. I go by Nina or Nina B, just because Y confuses people when they middle. Um, so as a young person, my dad called me Neen, and other people heard that, and I like that, so that's how it evolved to Nina.
All right.
Grew up as a military kid. We got to live mostly in the southeast of the United States, and of course overseas.
Mm-hmm.
From there, I went on to do mission work. So I've been to many places in here, Europe, and South America. Mostly working with writing skits about the Bible. Um, and
Awesome.
I ended becoming a teacher, and I teach children with special needs. And
Oh, that
I
is
thought that I
so
would not like
amazing.
it, but I love it. I love it. I just went back to work in March, um, and I'm doing summer school, and that's been challenging, but definitely rewarding. So, kidney
Very cool.
disease found me about almost 7 years ago. I
Mm-hmm.
unexpectedly and miraculously had a baby. My son Maddox, who's now 9, and they were looking at kidneys, but the last report I had gotten, everything was good.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing wrong with my kidneys. They were no blocking. Everything looked good. Um, in the midst of that, I got pneumonia, and I'm coughing, and I'm trying to get better, but not really getting better. In the midst of all of that, I had some other things going on, the swelling and the fluid. No one said anything to me
Okay.
about kidney disease.
So,
Um,
okay.
my doctor sent me to get a chest X-ray, and when you get
Mm-hmm.
the chest X-ray, he said, "Well, your heart looks kind of funny, let's get the x-ray and go from there. And as most teachers, I kept rescheduling my appointments, so I had to go. So, no big deal. I drove myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're like, no big deal.
He runs out the room.
What?
And I laid on the table for almost 45 minutes.
Uh-huh. For around 45 minutes, you're on a table, and wow.
Yeah. Looking, he's my legs, hard to breathe, all of that. I'm barely making it to work every day. I get home and I go to sleep. And then I get up the next day and I keep going to work thinking I'm just gonna get better. So when I got to the hospital, laid on the table, he came back 45 minutes later. And so I said, well, is everything okay? And he says, come with me. So I'm following him through the hospital because the hospital had been renovated and you could only go to the ER from the outside, from the parking garage.
Okay.
I can barely walk. I can barely breathe. And he's booking it. And I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up. And
Doing your
finally I said,
best.
I can't go anymore. He left me in the parking garage. He said, just go around the corner. So I finally catch my breath. I get to the ER. And they begin to draw labs. They're doing my triage and all of that. And no one's telling me anything. And they're running tests. And he says, I can't see anything wrong. I don't know what's wrong.
Wow.
And so they're running these. Okay, well, maybe you might be a little anemic. We're going to give you some blood. And we'll go from there. Well, giving me blood turned into emergency surgery. The oh God and ran out the room.
Yeah.
The oh God and ran out of the room was the fluid had come up over my heart and it was barely beating, which made sense. Why I couldn't hardly move and hardly breathe and all of that. So they whisked me off to surgery and no one knows I'm at the ER because I drove myself.
Okay.
I had enough time to call my then husband. And I was like, I'm at the hospital. I need you to get the car so that you can go pick up our son from daycare. And I'll call you later. So they go, they remove the fluid from my heart. Waking up sometime in the middle of the night, the nephrologist comes in and she says, hello, Miss Walker. She has an Indian accent.
Okay.
Yes, you're in kidney failure and this is for the rest of your life. And she walked out the door.
Wow. What?
Yeah. And even then, like, I didn't really know what all of that would entail.
Yeah.
The next morning, they tried to do the temporary catheter through the groin, and I couldn't do it. So they did the one through the chest, through the neck.
One through the chest. Yeah.
And they didn't do it correctly because I couldn't turn my head. So then I had to go back and do another surgery.
That is crazy.
To redo it.
Yeah.
And so then I started dialysis in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
and it was tough. Yeah, my son had just turned 3.
Your son had just turned 3. And you think you gave yourself a ride. You drove the car all on all by yourself, thinking, hey, I'm just going to go to the doctor, get checked, and this things start to escalate. And things go sort of south, so to speak, and
Yes.
then so
Very
someone's
quick.
very quickly,
Yes.
and then the nephrologist is extremely blunt and direct and says, "You've got kidney failure, and you'll have this for the rest of your life."
Yeah.
What is going through your mind at this moment? How does that make you feel? What are your emotions?
Well, like I kind of knew, but I didn't know. Yeah, so I
Mhm.
had an idea of what that meant, but not to the degree that you have to live through it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I was, fortunate enough that I carried short-term disability. So I was able to take 6 weeks off and get myself together. Um,
Okay.
my mom, who has since passed, was still there and she came down. She was
Sorry to
able
hear
to help
that.
me a lot because my dad had gone on dialysis because of a car accident. And they didn't tell us that my dad was in dialysis, like maybe a year before
Mhm.
we even that was and what that entailed. So,
Okay.
and again, because we were, we're adults. We didn't even live in the same city. My parents lived in North Alabama, Huntsville, and um, lived in Tallahassee, Florida at the time, which is
Okay.
North Florida.
Mhm.
Um, so my mom was able to help me, especially like with the eating of it, because you don't want to eat. You don't have much of an appetite. It was very hard. Like I just have one brother. Younger than me. He had just got married, and I needed a lot of help. I just needed a lot of help. Because in the midst of all of that, my husband decided to leave. He went to California,
Oh
which
my
is where he was originally
gosh.
from.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard.
Wow.
It was hard. But in the midst of all of this, I had very wonderful people. Wonderful people. Have been a blessing to me and to my son, to my family.
Mhm.
So
Well,
because I just needed help, and um our family is originally from West Palm Beach, Florida, which is on the East Coast.
okay. All right.
So
Mhm.
my mom relocated me to West Palm Beach, and I moved in the house with my grandmother and my youngest uncle and my son, and then the following year, then also. So it was like a 24-hour house, and there was always somebody awake and somebody asleep, but a
Okay.
lot of support.
Always moving. Yeah. Well, a lot of
Yes,
love and a
yes,
lot of
somebody was
support.
always
That
asleep.
is good.
Yes, yes. It was so
I like
needed.
I
So
like the
needed
love
because,
and
like I said,
support.
my son had just turned 3. He was still young. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So he had just turned 3
Um,
at that
we came through everything, and I was like, "You should do that." Yeah, you having this income in West Palm Beach, expensive places to live. Everything's expensive here. Um, then to go to that, to be in for childcare, it was great. So it
wow.
was good to be from a family. There's always someone to help.
It makes me smile to hear that you've got such good support from family members and friends. It unfortunately isn't always the case, and sometimes
So
I interview a kidney patient and they don't
sorry
have that.
to the
All right, so hopefully we get this the internet get connects her or reconnects her again. She seems to be just a little bit frozen. So Nina, if you can still hear me, um, if the connection is off a little bit, just exit the studio and come back, and that should kind of resolve the issue. In the meantime, guys, so let's recap this. This is just amazing to me. So on her Instagram and TikTok, she has stated that she's a walking, talking miracle. And you have not disappointed, Nina. A walking, talking miracle you are. Holy cow. Wow. Incredible. So, what, in the time that you first had the catheter put in, and now, how has your dialysis gone? Are you still doing dialysis through a catheter, only it's in your chest, or have you gotten a fistula, or do you do PD now? What's the modality of your dialysis now? Can you hear me okay, Nina? All right, guys. So we may be having just a little bit of a connection issue. But please stop what you're doing now if you're listening, watching this, and click on that share button. Please share this information. I'm going to put down right below here her information, and I've got her transplant hospital information here. Where if you're a healthy, if you're somebody who has love for a fellow human being, especially for this lovely woman, please call the Memorial Transplant Institute Living Donor Program at 954-987-2000. I'm going to try to get her connected again. All right. So, all right, Nina, I'm trying to reconnect you again, but I'm not showing your camera working. If you've inadvertently clicked on disabled camera, just click on enable again and see if we can get your camera up and working, up and going again. And if the camera doesn't seem to be working and there's still a technical issue, just click on the leave the studio option again, and then click on the link and come back. All right. So everyone, so while we're waiting for hopefully this technical issue to be resolved, I want to share the information one more time. All right. So Nina, again, when just 3 days after her son had a birthday, she goes to the hospital, and okay, in retrospect, she's saying that there were maybe some red signs, some swelling, and some different issues, fatigue, and hindsight's 2020. Many of us in the kidney disease community know that those are often things that are symptoms of kidney disease: the swelling, the chronic fatigue, and all right, trying to bring her back, and other things that she was experiencing. But oftentimes, it can literally be the silent killer because it can kind of sneak up on you. All right. So, Nina, hopefully you can hear me. So, right now, I don't see that your camera is operating well. I'm not sure if that's just a phone setting or if you've inadvertently clicked on the disable camera button. But down at the bottom of the screen, you should see that little camera icon. And if your camera has been disabled, it'll have like a line through it. And so just click on that and try to enable it again. And I can't hear your voice, but I want to find out if you can hear me, and if you can, please just click on the leave studio button and come back and see if we can resolve this issue. All right. So, all right, you can hear me. So she's privately messaging me and she says she can hear me. We just can't hear her or see you. So click on the leave studio in the very left-hand corner of your browser. there's a little arrow that's pointing to the left. It's right by the title, What is a Good Samaritan Donor? Click on that, leave the studio, and then click on the link and try to come back and see if that resolves it. All right. So while she's doing that, guys, I want to also just kind of talk about why I named it the title of the show, What is a Good Samaritan Donor? All right. So one of the things that I've been trying to do recently is I've been talking about the National Kidney Registry, or the NKR. And one of the great things that the National Kidney Registry does is that they offer tons of benefits for not only kidney disease patients, but they also offer tons of benefits, just multiple benefits for potential living kidney donors. And one of the things that I've just read recently, okay, is from the National Kidney Registry. And they do a great job of trying to start a chain, so to speak. And what the definition of a good Samaritan donor is when you have a completely altruistic donor, somebody who doesn't isn't connected to you in any way. You don't know this person, and they just know that you're that you're a person who needs a donor. Well, if they go to the National Kidney Registry, or the NKR, they can go there and just simply say, I know I don't know what this person's blood type is, but I want to donate to her. I want to donate directly as a altruistic donor, somebody who's on um, and then they find out that this good Samaritan, so to speak, this total stranger, is not the right blood type for example, Nina, as an example. Well, then with the good Samaritan donor, what that does is he or she will donate directly to someone who is the right blood type. And then Nina, so to speak, will go into what's called kind of a waiting period, where she'll wait until the right blood type is found for her. And this starts basically the National Kidney Registry and other procurement agencies will work together, and they'll find a match for her. And in the meantime, while they're kind of connecting things, a chain starts. And I shared recently on my TikTok, one of my TikTok videos, that the National Kidney Registry started a 60-person chain. 60 people were connected in this chain. It's incredible. 60 people. I mean, imagine that somebody started that chain who is full of love, someone who who had been inspired to help. And then that started that chain reaction, so to speak, that domino, all right, move things along. And then from maybe, I can imagine 60 people, that's gonna connect multiple states. All right. And 60 people, 60 lives were saved, all right, because of one person who wanted to become a living kidney donor. It's incredible. So the Good Samaritan donor, all right? And what an aptly put name, because of course Nina and other people, all right, who are believers know that in the Bible we know the story of the Good Samaritan. So be a good Samaritan, people, all right? Now, if you're the right blood type for Nina, then awesome. But the reason why I often don't put the blood type for the people whom I advocate for is, well, multiple reasons. But the number one reason is that some people, they won't act if they aren't the right blood type. And I don't want to prevent any inaction. I want to inspire action. And even if you're not the right blood type and you felt inspired to save Nina and to become her living kidney donor, Don't let the fact that you're not the right blood type prevent you from becoming a donor, because if you donate and you start a paired exchange program, it does speed up the chances for her. Many people that are connected in a paired exchange program that start a small chain or a large chain, but generally speaking, it speeds up their chances and the time in which they get a kidney transplant. So that's why, okay, now I don't put the blood type. I often don't even ask for the blood type because it's not necessarily important. All right, because many transplant hospitals, they do the paired exchange program. And if you start the process, please act on inspiration. All right, because I've got the information here. And if you could, again, if you want to replay this after it's not live anymore, replay the beginning of it and understand her story. Please understand that she has a son. She has so much to look forward to. She's a daughter of God. She is a lovely human being. Her smile, all right, her personality, she just lights up the room. She has an aura around her. All right. And I'm asking for everybody in the kidney disease community. All right. Please drop a comment and let me know. All right. Drop a comment now and let me know you're watching this, even if it's not live. Let's say you're watching it on replay. All right. If you're watching it on replay, I still love you because you're still helping her, even when you watch it on replay and it's not live. All right. And if you're watching this and you hear what I'm saying right now, please drop a comment and put I support Nina B. All right. Please put that in the comment section and let me know you support Nina. All right. So on TikTok, she could be found as Nina B561. All right. Hopefully, I hope that we can bring her back, and I hope that the technical issues get resolved. If not, man, we're still going to rock this because we've got our information here. And I know that as a kidney disease community, we're united and we're strong together. We're so very strong. All right. And I know that we can share this. All right. All right. Don't be stingy. All right. Share this, please. All right. Smash that share button. All right. Click it. Share it to your Facebook account. Share it to Twitter. Share it. Maybe take a snapshot and, share it to Instagram. Just take a snapshot and then use it as a green screen background and make a short TikTok video about it. You be creative. Write down her phone number for the transplant hospital right here. And I can, take a snapshot of the beginning from your phone, take a snapshot of her face, not my ugly mug, but her face, and make sure you've got the phone number listed right here and put it at your church. Put it up on the bulletin board at your church. Put it up on, I don't know, the bulletin board in your break room, wherever you may work. All right. And there's so many creative ways where you can help me get this information out there. The easiest method is to click on that share button, of course. Just click on that share button. All right. Information out there, and help me do this so that we get her information out to somebody who will act on inspiration. Because somebody asked me today, why do you advocate for other people? Why do you do what you do? And if those of you that may not already know, the reason why I do what I do is because I got inspired. All right. We get inspired every single day. All right. I firmly, sincerely believe that God sends us inspiration on a daily basis. All right. we get inspired for different reasons, different things, and it's up to us to act on that inspiration. And sometimes when you get so inspired, all right, at least this is how I feel, that if I don't act on the inspiration, then shame on me, and I feel disgust. I feel poorly about myself. I feel poorly that if I don't act on my inspiration, that I've let my God down. I've disappointed my own heavenly Father. So that being said, all right, I'm rambling a bit. That's what I do. I get a little long-winded sometimes. That's all right. Forgive me. So Steve, if you're, he's got a question right here. So we lost Nina a little bit. She can hear us, but when I try to bring her on, I just get this and I can't hear her or see her. And so I'm continuing for a little bit, kind of improvising, and I'm still putting her information out there. So, as I stated, somebody asked me today why I do what I do. And I had to tell them that I do it because of passion, because of inspiration. One day, my sister-in-law, who has kidney disease, in 2016, she posted something on Facebook, and it was she had she's very private, doesn't share much. In fact, I sincerely doubt she's ever posted anything on any social media since this day that she posted. And it made a big impact for me. She had a high PRA of about 98%, high sensitivity to antibodies. And when she had another donor candidate uh, get declined, a donor candidate had failed because of the high sensitivity to antibodies. Her body was more or less not matching up and attacking the other information that was being sent with the blood work. So she was very depressed. And in her Facebook post, she had asked, "Why, God? Why don't you love me?" And it it tugged on my heartstrings, and I I got emotional and I cried, and it literally made me think, why am I not doing enough? I'm getting a little emotional just talking about this because I remember the day it happened, and it made me think, why am I not doing enough for her? I've I knew I could do more. And I knew that I could, and I knew that I must. And so I did indeed do more. And I created a Facebook page, and I made my twin brother, who's my sister-in-law's husband, my identical twin brother, Jeff or Jeffrey A. Brown. And he and I managed this Facebook page, and we had over 30 plus candidates come forward. We lost count. Seriously. Unfortunately, her body continued to have that same issue, a high sensitivity to antibodies, and her PRA was just too high of a number, and not one of those over 30 candidates was able to move forward through the testing process. And Steve remembers this story. And so God found a different way. God found a different way. And he found a deceased donor angel, a male that was 37 years old, that had a heart attack. And the Boston, Massachusetts General Hospital, she's doing well, Steve. Thanks for asking. She's doing well. And her transplant hospital is in Boston, Boston, Massachusetts General Hospital, I think is the name. They called her, and then her nephrologist, all right, found a perfect match. Now, one of the upsides, so to speak, of having a high PRA score is that it may actually get you to the top of the transplant hospital list of where you're connected with the transplant hospital, because they'll search for, perfect matches a little bit. They'll scour the list a little bit more carefully. So if there is an upside, that is it. And God found a different path. We unfortunately could not find a living kidney donor for her, but God found a different way, a different path. And she had a kidney transplant surgery on May of 2018, May 25th, I believe. I could be a day off on the date, but I think it's around May 25th, 2018. And so she is doing well. And just last week, all right, my uncle, my mother's brother, Roy Cordingley, had a kidney transplant. And his transplant hospital is in Salt Lake City, Utah, the University of Utah. And he is still in Salt Lake City. He lives in Boise, Idaho, a neighboring state, but he'll be in Salt Lake City for about 7 weeks. So he'll be there till about maybe July 9th, roughly. And so praise God. Anyway, that's why I do what I do, is I had to act on my inspiration. Many of us will feel inspired. I felt inspiration today. Tomorrow I'll feel it again. And sometimes it's in small amounts, and sometimes it's in large amounts. All right. We get and feel inspiration every day. So my challenge for you, anybody who's watching right now who is a healthy potential living donor, please not only feel the inspiration and understand that inspiration, recognize it, but act on the inspiration. Please don't let the inspiration go and not do anything. You know, uh, we can do that. I've done it before, and then I wonder why I felt inspired, and I wasn't sure, and I didn't follow it. That day I did, and from this point forward, I want to continue to act on inspiration. So that's why I advocate, why I continue to advocate, is I feel as though now that I have all this information and I know how to help people, it would be a waste for me not to help people. To give out information, like to buy a glass pen. It's not really made out of glass, but it's called a glass pen. And you can buy it on Amazon for less than $8, maybe $9, less than $10. And you can write on your glass window your phone number, transplant hospital phone number, and right, I need a kidney donor. There's just so many different things about the National Kidney Registry, the NKR, and the the Kidney Search Foundation. There's designatshirt.com. So many different things I've learned that if I didn't tell you, or if I didn't give that information out, and I didn't help spotlight a living kidney, if I didn't help a kidney disease patient like Nina today, I I would be disgusted with myself. I wouldn't feel like I'm using my talent and my gifts. So again, my challenge is if you feel inspired, okay, and if you want to get inspired again, redo this, replay it at the beginning. Go to the very beginning when you hear Nina talk about her beginnings of how she found out she had kidney disease and how she talked about her son. All right. That's her why. Okay. I guarantee you that's her why. Now, she did also talk about how it was a huge support to go back home, and that she was with family and friends, mostly family, and that was great for her to kind of transition into this. And now she helps special needs children. All right. And she's a believer. She has faith in God. So I'm going to recap. Somebody who has a son, I believe she said he's 9 years old now. She teaches, all right, she's a teacher for special needs kids, and she has faith in God. All right. And if you didn't see her smile, again, watch that on replay and watch her smile. She radiates. All right. She just has a great aura. Please replay it if you don't remember, and get that inspiration when you watch it. And if you're healthy, you're willing, please call that transplant hospital information. Become her living kidney donor. Right? I've never interviewed anybody who's a living kidney donor that ever regretted ever having done it. Not one. I've never interviewed anybody who has ever regretted it. Every single person that I've interviewed who is a living kidney donor has said that they've become a better person because of it, and that they have more purpose for having done it. So please share this. Click on that share button. Share this so that we can get her information out. Nina, all right. Nina is a very special person. And all right, I ain't too proud to beg. I need your help to get her information out, so that this information is on every church bulletin, that this information is out on Twitter, that it's going to be on uh, uh, everybody's Facebook account. Send it to Facebook groups. I know that my homeboy Steve, the kidney nurse, he said he shared it to 5 Facebook groups already. And I want to give it a special shout out to Verna. All right, Verna's watching. Verna Johnson, the lovely Verna Johnson, is a kidney transplant recipient, and she got a kidney transplant from a living donor, and she has a wonderful story. So this is perfect timing, Verna. Verna, you found a living donor, and so you found your donor in a connection with a billboard and Facebook, because you had a billboard running and that person saw a picture of your billboard on Facebook, and then saw the actual billboard. And your story is amazing. You have found a living donor. So it can happen. And living donors are, I found living donors myself for other people. I found one on Facebook. I found one from my show that I do, the Warriors Quest show. Someone found this information on YouTube and was inspired to donate to one of my guests over a year ago. April 28th is when I had my guest on. It was Chris and Amber Pulver. And somebody watched that on replay. Okay. And got inspired and knew. In fact, he sent me an email, the living donor, after the transplant was done, and thanked me for doing what I do. He said, if you hadn't done your show, then I wouldn't have felt inspired to donate to Amber Pulver. He sent me an email. All right. So, man, I get so pumped and passionate about this because I know it works. But again, I ain't too proud to beg. I need your help. I need your help to get this information out there. Lovely Lisa Baxter in the house. All right, Lisa Baxter, much love and respect to you, sister. All right. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Shondo. All right, so the Lisa Baxter, fantabulous, Shondo. Congrats, thank you. So Lisa, like we talked about last week, all right, my own uncle got a kidney transplant over a week ago, on the 7th of June. I'm still celebrating that, still celebrating it. Lisa Baxter was a co-host of mine last week on the Warriors Quest show. That's right, Steve. All right. So anyway, I'm going to end the show, but please, all right, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. You ain't never lied. All right. So again, we've had some technical difficulties trying to bring back Nina. She can hear me, and when I bring her back, unfortunately, I can't see her or hear her. But I just have some sort of problem that way, and so nonetheless, all right, she can hear you. All right. She can hear you.
Can
We
you hear me
can't
now?
hear her. Oh, there we go. There we go. I can hear you.
Oh,
There we go. There we
yeah.
go. Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. God is magnificent. There we go.
Yes, he is.
Yes. All right. All right. So I'm not gonna keep you too much because I don't know if how much longer I have until we don't get connected again. But
Right.
we've had so many people commenting, saying wonderful things. Verna Johnson, as you may have just heard, she found a living donor herself, and we've had people
Right.
commenting here already. What would you? I'm gonna give it time. Who would you like to
Yeah.
right now to somebody that's helped you, given you support, so on and forth?
Um, First and foremost, even though they are already passed over, my parents, they taught me about Jesus. They taught me about faith. They taught me about healing and miracles, and I would be nowhere without that. And my younger brother, his name is Jeffrey. Um, my church family, too many to name, where my pastor is OJ Horn, and God bless her and for all her prayers. Um, Hannah Jimenez, when this first happened to me, she didn't even really know me. I had been to her house one time, and she went and she kept my son for me, made him feel like family, treated him like she had
Wow.
birthed him into the world. And that's been, my peace. Um, there's so many people, and I really don't want to slight or overlook anyone. I just, like I said in the beginning, I have met some very wonderful people along the way,
Hmm.
um, that have just been a blessing to me and to my son. Um,
Okay.
and Val Pugh in Athens, Alabama, she has him right now. Um, because the other part of the story that I didn't get to share was that I was scheduled for transplant 2 weeks ago. And in the
Hmm.
midst of transferring and moving and going back to work, um, I started having a problem with the medication that I have since learned. Um, and I wasn't able to stay on the machine and complete my treatments. I was cramping and having a lot of problems. So I was getting off. And so in the midst of me starting to get listed, they closed my case and told me that I wouldn't be a good candidate to keep up with the care after. But what it was now that I know, it was a problem with my medication. It was causing me to have other problems. And the medicine got changed last week, and we're off and running again. So trying to get listed, trying to find a living donor. But yeah, Val Pugh and her four boys, they're taking him, and he's getting the attention and the affection of like all influence, and that's been pivotal and so important. He hasn't even really been calling me. He's so happy and excited, and I'm just happy and excited for him.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to ask you one quick question before I let you go. What would it mean for you to have a kidney transplant, and what would you envision your life being?
I don't know if I have all the words. Um, of course, it's everything. It's You don't know how much your kidneys do until you don't have them. So, to be able to have that gift again, I just, when my son was born, I had no idea I was pregnant. I was like 20 weeks. And when they first started looking at my kidneys and telling me that you know, they were concerned about it, I just thought, well, God couldn't bless me with a baby and then me not be around to take care of him. So, I just I want I want everything. I want to see everything. I want to see him grow. I want to see him graduate and go to college. I want to see him get married. I want to see his children. And having that gift would guarantee that. So it's kind of hard to put that into words, but that's what it would mean to me.
Well, I think you've done it in words. That's very eloquent and very heartwarming. So I've got Verna Johnson here who states, she's commenting here, tell her if she needs to talk, I'm available. Stay encouraged. You got this. And so lovely Verna
Amen.
Johnson. Yeah, thank you.
Amen.
And Steve here is also putting down, they document everything at the clinic and the transplant team goes through the chart. They didn't have to deny her that kidney. So maybe you and he can talk, and maybe we can get some support that way. He's a great resource that way.
Mhm. Amen.
Anyway, at least amen to that. I love the support that he brings to the table. He does so
Amen.
much to the kidney disease community. And then Lisa Baxter from the Lisa Baxter Show. You got more family now. We are here for you, and so we're
Amen.
gonna get you connected to more people. And the more people we unite as a kidney disease community, the stronger we are. But
Yes.
Nina, I've been uplifted today. Your story, a walking, talking miracle, no lie, and
Mhm.
I felt inspired by you today, and I want to thank you for coming on the Warriors Quest show. Thank you.
Thank you for so much for having me and sharing my story. So shout outs to you and to Steve, the kidney nurse.
Amen to that. So he's also stating real quick, is to putting right here, I'm going to show the comment. He's saying, reach out to Jen Benson, and she could be found at Transplant Journey. And so she's on TikTok, and then she's also on Facebook, Instagram, but Jen Benson is a great resource as well.
Awesome.
All right. So thank you again. We'll stay in
Thank you.
touch. No,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna continue to support you. We'll probably do duets again, and
Yes.
God bless your sons. God bless your son. And I,
Thank you.
um, two small things. Number one, and I ask this for every guest that I bring on, is once you do have the call, whether it's from a living kidney donor or you get the call from your transplant hospital that you're getting a deceased donor transplant, then
Mhm.
just send me a message. Let me know about it, because like I've broadcasted it or I've celebrated my uncle's transplant. I want to do the same for you, and I want to let everyone know, and I want to be happy with you. And I want to
Awesome.
kneel down and praise God that when that
That's right.
happens. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's right.
And then second thing, is it okay if I splice like a 50-second clip of this video and put it on TikTok? Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
cool. And maybe you can duet that one.
Okay. I will.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Nina.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much. God bless.
God bless you. Good night. Thank you, everyone.
All right, you guys. So we've heard from the lovely Nina B. And if again, I've been inspired, I've been uplifted, and if you have to, please don't be stingy. All right, smash that share button. All right, drop another comment. Let me know if you've been inspired tonight by Steve for watching, tuning in. Thank you, Verna. Thank you, Lisa Baxter. Thank you, brother. And I want to thank, I know I try to thank everybody that watches. Sometimes I miss people, but I've got, see, I know that sometimes people watch, but they don't comment. That's okay. Sometimes, that happens. But I want to thank everybody who is connected with Nina and her family and her friends, her church, her family, her church family. I want to thank you all for watching and supporting Nina. Continue to share this. All right, share it like no other. Okay, share it like it's your last day. I don't know, and tomorrow's the apocalypse or something. Okay, we want to share this and just share it multiple times. And I don't want you to get Facebook banned, but share it until you don't feel comfortable sharing anymore, and share it on Twitter. Do what you can so that we can really get this information out there. All right. I appreciate much love and respect. Thank you. All right. So, Baxter, thank you. She says, show. I want to thank every single one of my followers for helping me advocate for kidney disease patients. Everybody who has come, everybody who has shared this, and everybody who has watched this. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to say, all right, do that. I'm going to play what I still find a very entertaining intro slash outro. Here we go. We've got Jared Brown dancing. Here we go. Boom.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do. Baby, please think it through, drink it up, enjoy the view. MVP on my crew, Nike on my shoes. Might be sipping booze, slightly feeling loose. If I want it, then I have it.